Hello and welcome back to the fourth game here in the best of 5 for the grand finals of the Rapture Gaming League. With me is Vikrmond. Welcome back.
Good to be back, Shiver.
This is a fast draft.
It is a very fast draft, and what's interesting is that Mineski appears to be going for something in the pocket, because it's very rare that we see early Naga, or this early or at all lately.
Yeah.
And yet, second pick, so I suspect we will see my Bet Noir Darkseer soon.
We'll see. First Departure secured themselves another Titan again, though, so a very strong hero on their side as well. As I mean, this is the first time that Mirana actually made it through the pool, which has been banned out every single time as one of the first 4 bans that we see. Another Alchemist ban, no surprise, with the Clockwork Timbersaw and Venomancer removed as well. Even though Venomancer, I don't really consider him a threat in the previous game, so much, well, you know, still annoying support, I guess. But yeah, we're in the second banning phase. I have to say, if we're looking at the 2 heroes that are only picked up right now, I like Mineski's more, Mirana and Naga Siren. Definitely a strong combination. And Snare into arrows, Riptides, it's all there.
Yeah, certainly. They have good Mirana setup. It's kind of like the Bane combo, but it's a little bit different. Whereas First Departure, just going to go with the solid Visage Elder Titan. Certainly served them well in the last game. Even with a slow start, Honda was still able to make a big impact. Yeah. The thing about Elder Titan is, even when he's having like a quote-unquote bad game, like he's helping you subtly in ways that just make the game a lot easier for your team because of natural order.
Yeah, that is very true. I have to say, they're taking, like I just said, very fast draft, and it was a very fast draft up until the point that I said that. And the First Departure just took a very long time to decide what they're going to ban. And banning out the Bet Rider. We have seen them do this once more. We saw them banning out the Bet Rider and the OD because they picked up the Invoker. That is the one hero that Pelozan doesn't want to... The 2 heroes that Pelozan doesn't want to face when he's playing Invoker. So I think this is setting up for that one. As Mineski already bans out the Puck, which is kind of a counter to Invoker. So I think First Departure is going to be very happy with that. But I'm hoping for Mineski that they are going to ban out that Invoker. Otherwise we're going to see it, I think. We still have an OD in the pool, actually. We'll see.
Yeah. There's the Lifestealer. Jules had played a pretty good Lifestealer, and in fact, Lifestealer was banned for the first 2 games in the first phase, but when he did pull out the Lifestealer, I wasn't that impressed, but we'll see how he does this time. And of course, this is a hero that's extremely strong.
Yeah, this
Choose
kind
up
of also
Visages
means...
and Elder Titans.
Does this mean that this is a Mirana aggressive dual lane / tri lane?
Certainly possible. In fact, I think they'll probably put Jay on the Lifestealer this time and have Jules on the aggressive Mirana lane.
I wouldn't mind that. First Departure, are they going to go for that Invoker or are they going to let it slide? They also still need a support together with that Visage. Now we've seen them with Rubik Visage. We've also, like yesterday we saw a couple of Earthshaker Visages, which I still don't mind seeing. But there's still a lot of options. And Nyx Assassin is going to be their combination with the Visage. A very bit of a 6.78 combination there between the 2, but a very strong one as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, she was still in the pool too. Well, that's going to be 2 strong supports for Mineski. I mean, they have a lot of disables amongst the 4 of them. And snares.
Yeah.
Frostbites.
No, unquestionably.
Arrows.
Yeah, if you can't hit an arrow with this amount of setup, I don't know. Everybody can hit an arrow with this amount of setup. Is the second half of that sentence? Yeah,
then you shouldn't be in this game, I guess. Well, First Departure.
I was just letting you.
Yeah. I'm thinking you're slightly distracted by the bristleback pickup on a different
stream.
Oh
no, I'm not even watching. Did they pick it?
Yep, Vici.
Oh well, Vici always picks it. You gotta ban it against them.
Yeah, well, Alliance didn't know that. You should have told them.
I don't know why they didn't know that. I did tell them.
Oh, well, then they didn't listen. Ignorance. Well, we're gonna see First Departure picking up an next hero. They are actually, like, this is the only time they have left. They're still going for the Rubik Visage combination. The same thing that we've seen. This is interesting because we've seen them do this in a game earlier where they had the Nyx Assassin mid, the Rubik Visage supports, and I think that was actually the first game that they had, and they lost that one.
Yeah, that's very true.
With an Invoker last, or no Invoker. The Invoker was one of the last. I guess they won that one then.
Lesh was... Wait. Are you talking about the first game of this series?
Yeah, I mean actually the second game of this series there was a Rubik and Assassin and a Visage all on the side of First Departure, and they ended up winning that one.
They did win that one.
They did.
But no Invoker that game. That was only game 1.
That is true. The Invoker is no longer having a place here. They need a hard carry-ish hero. And no anti-mage this game either. Mineski removes it. There's still a Luna in the pool, by the way. We've seen her banned out a couple of times, so perhaps First Departure wants to try and get their hands on that one. But Weaver is also still one, which is a bit, maybe a bit of a better counter-ish hero up against the Lifestealer. Though you will get, like, disabled a lot.
OD is definitely the correct ban, because Mineski has the first pick coming out of the third ban phase, and OD would trash any remaining hero in the pool in laning, so...
Yep. Which hero would you like to meet up against an Assassin?
For Mineski?
Yeah.
Good question. I mean, Nyx doesn't really punish that many mid heroes, so it's not quite like Dragon Knight, but it's somewhat similar in that you have fairly free reign to decide what you want to throw. So I'm trying to think of what they should do.
Reserve time.
Maybe something combo-y with Naga.
Well, there's a lot of heroes that do okay up against an Assassin mid.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
No, I agree. Maybe Shadow Fiend?
Well, they have enough disable elsewhere. It would be very greedy though. But then it would allow Mirana to roam around a bit more and a bit less focus on becoming a semi-carry.
I'm gonna go with Shadow Fiend. I'm not sure if they'll pick it. I've never seen this team pick Shadow Fiend, but I think it's a reasonable choice. TA.
Would you believe me if I said that I actually was thinking Templar Assassin, but I didn't say it out loud, because then I found it was stupid because of the Spike Carapace is gonna be annoying.
And Spike Carapace certainly will be annoying, but I believe you, sure. Cool. It's not, I mean, like, the thing about Spike Carapace is, versus TA is, Psyblades only comes out, like, when you want. It's not like you're, like, you're not Batrider, you're not putting Firefly on the ground that Nyx can walk into. Like, you can just not right-click when
But you can position yourself so that you can go for a Spike Carapace and take a bit of damage to initiate, perhaps.
Yeah.
Or is that too next level?
It's... No, I think it's on level. Oh.
Whoa, sorry for ears. Wow, I was so not expecting that one to happen. Either it's gonna be amazing for First Departure or it's gonna be terrible, I feel.
Well, it's amazing with Elder Titan. It's a sick combo, but...
Where's the physical damage gonna come from, though? It's only from her.
That's the problem, yeah. Well, Peloson Vendetta does do physical, so just for what it's worth.
Yeah, that's
so one person will get one shot, and then hopefully Medusa gets the rest. But no, Shira, I totally agree with you. I think other than... The Medusa compositions I really like to see are when you have somebody that's going to be really comboing well with that, but...
Yeah.
Even just the Medusa, the thing is Elder Titan is like 1.5 items for her when in that status of Stone Gaze. Like, just having the natural order available means she already does so much damage, even without too many items.
Yeah.
So Mineski, the pressure is definitely on with this Medusa pick, but that's the great thing about picking TA. TA is absolutely able to make that pressure as long as she has a good game.
Yeah, let's see how they're gonna lane, because I think that's gonna be having a big impact on this. It's still gonna be an aggressive tri lane. If they can make that work, then it's gonna be good for Mineski, but if they can't, then I just, you know, I just don't see it happen. If Medusa gets ahead, it's very difficult to stop her, because she is nearly ungankable with her R button. We'll find out, though. We have got, of course, Mineski coming on the dire side for this fourth game here in the best of 5 series. Looking to force out a fifth game, we have got Jay playing the Crystal Maiden. It will be Joven playing the Mirana. And we're seeing Josh on the Naga Siren, and those three together make the aggressive tri lane, which has to be careful, by the way, because First Departure is already making their way over. In the middle lane, I'm not sure, no, this is going to be the top lane, but Jesse Vash is sitting here for the rune. Perhaps Joven is going to rotate top, or we'll see how they're going to rotate this. But regardless, in the middle lane, it will be Jules playing the Templar Assassin as the last of the 5 Js here on the side of Mineski.
5 Js. We're getting so much mileage out of that.
It's so fun, though. That's why I interrupted Mineski first.
Yeah. That's entirely fair. Lubby is now telekinesising.
Yeah, Lubby is helping kill Jay, indeed. First blood. Well, that's good for First Departure. Good start.
Rubik with the kill steal. Yuck.
Yeah.
Yuck.
I mean, that was a kill for anybody, because it was going to be a kill regardless, so he could have left it to Chibix, to be honest.
Duza could have, yeah, like, it was absolutely a kill steal, very much so, but it's okay. It will get him boots first, which is nice. Rubik wants mobility. So, First Departure, Chibi is on the Medusa, so we'll be watching very closely at that hero, even though this might just end up being a lot of PvE. Lubby is on the Rubik, Kai is on the Visage, and that'll put Hana once again on the offlane Elder Titan. And Peloson, who's had 2 incredible games after a disappointing first Invoker game, he'll be on the Nyx Assassin, we'll see what he can do.
Yeah. I have good faith. I mean, I think he should be okay up against Jules. Jules will be... I mean, both... I don't think IDR could kill each other off unless they're level 6. That's basically the state of this dual lane. But because neither should be able to kill each other off, we might have some overextends or something like that and actually have got ourselves a kill. In the meantime, bottom lane might be having some trouble. Chivix, he doesn't have his teammates with him, and one more hit would do the job. Crystal Maiden on a salve! Oh my god, he lives! Oh, that right click of Crystal Maiden almost killed him off. Crystal Maiden with their big melee damage things. Well, not melee damage, but physical damage.
Crystal Melee.
Yeah, Crystal
Battle
melee.
Fury, Crystal Maiden.
Yep, I wouldn't mind it. Oh, we have a
I mean,
dive
that
happening.
is a lot of
Never mind.
regen. Shoot through. The thing
Yes.
about saving your life with salve is, yes, you save your life, but you get almost no value from the salve, so...
Yeah, and that's, like, she is reliant now on the... Basically the regen of her teammates. So she does get some. I mean, she's got extra tangos, but there's only tangos left in this lane right now. And if something like that happens again, it will take a long time before she's actually comfortable sitting in experience range and perhaps even farming range again. For now,
Yes.
though, I mean, as long as
She's
she is
missing
not
last hits,
dying,
too.
she is doing okay here. That's her thing right there.
The problem is Juza does need items, and he's not really last hitting especially well. Oh, well, here we go.
Oh, here we go indeed. Frostbite comes out. They will be able to catch JK, my Dido. They
Tis
will
Rubik.
be 1 for 1.
Rubik.
Rubik with the second kill of the game. This time I think he should have taken it though, because...
Oh yeah, they wouldn't have gotten it if he hadn't. Yeah, I agree.
Well, Crystal Maiden is already back with the upside that she's back on full mana and health. Same thing
This
goes
is
for
a
the
scary
Vision.
lane for first departure. Like, Chibi is not farming.
Oh, telekinesis, Naga, slowed, might be in some trouble. The ensnare still comes out and they go for the Visage again. And Visage will be the first one to die here, and this time there's no retaliation kill. Lobby doesn't have enough mana coming in. The right clicks will still come out, but the stick charges for Joss will keep him safe, as well as the salve, and that is gonna be not all too good. First departure, I mean, if they can keep trading, that would be decent for them, as long as it's not Chibix that they're trading, but losing the Visage for the second time in a row? No.
It's not great. Now, Nyx is doing fine mid, so the good news is both their other lanes are basically even. In fact, Elder Titan is starting to dominate Lifestealer a little bit, so he's 13 for 5, Lifestealer is 8 for 2. So that's good. If they can hold Jesse Vosh down, then at least each team is holding each other's teams one position down. But certainly, First Departure have one late-game right-clicking force, which is the Medusa. So Medusa must do well early, and that is not what is happening now.
Not at all. 5 lasted. She does pick herself up some boots, but it's troublesome for sure. We're gonna see if they can actually continue the aggression. Though Mineski has pulled the lane back. I mean, they're still having farming Joven. Last hit-wise, he's not getting too much, but of course he did pick up a kill and an assist. So as long as they're shot, like, they don't have any other care. If they get last hits, great, but it's not needed. They need to shut down that Medusa. If they do that, regardless of how much farm they get, then they have their job done.
I agree. And now, I mean,
Arrows.
First Departure
Never mind. It's close.
sails into the wind.
Yep. What were you gonna say?
So many
You said first
arrow-themed
departure.
heroes in this game, by the way. Medusa... Oh, no, never mind. I thought, for whatever reason, I thought somebody had Windrunner. Never mind.
Oh. That's gonna be Crystal Maiden dead. Nice Frostbite coming out, but Chibix is not the one to die. Riptide comes in, Kai, Visage, a lot of damage again, but the arrow hits upon Rubik, and Rubik is gonna be the one to fall with one more hit to go. There comes another snake, but it doesn't matter. Chibix, he better be careful right now, because he is not allowed to die. He's out of regen as well.
I think he seems to be holding Snake longer than I think he should. It almost seems like he's trying to use it to get the last hit on people, but he should probably be using it very early in a fight so that he can actually get a second one off. Especially because if it hits like four mana users, it's going to give you a lot more mana. Like that last Snake only hit one person, so he barely got any mana back from it.
Oh, and snare into arrow. They're trying to block his exit. He does have the mana shield up, but he's completely out of mana.
Yeah, it's not
even
shielding.
with the Basi ring. That's gonna be still enough though, with the Rubik coming out with the telekinesis.
Yeah, but again, he's barely hanging on. Like, this is so tough. And
Yeah, he has to go back to
Jules,
base right
though.
now.
Oh, this could be turned around on Peloson. He went too deep. Too deep. Nice spike, Carapace! Oh.
Ooh, that
God.
double damage rune is so close. Nice kill for Jules though. Scary, but nice. Mineski
Yeah, I
getting
mean, that
ahead
could
of
have
it
gone
in
either
mid lane.
way.
Yeah. In the meantime, Hana sitting on 26-9. I have to say, I mean, Jesse Vash is not doing too bad. He's got face boost. He's got 18 for 3. But yeah, like you said, Hana is winning this lane. And I just don't see how that could happen, I feel like it's Jesse Vash who should be getting ahead here, in theory, like if we look at the two heroes. I mean, the lane control is good for Hana, and his right-click damage is insane if he can keep that spirit up, but early on, he doesn't have a soul ring. He shouldn't be able to do it, to be honest. He is doing it, though. Oh, arrow into ensnare, into frostbite, Rubik drops. Maybe Josh will go down as well, though, but Pelozon, can he actually make that happen? He has got another impale. We'll use it to try and stop the Mirana. The one arrow needed for Josh is not going to be there. Frostbite comes out on the Medusa, out of mana again, ensnared again, killed again. Oh, Pelozon tanking an arrow, but now they both die. Triple lane wipeout.
Yeah, and during all that time, Jules just gets free farm mid, so he's just going to go phase drums, it looks like, and be very, very dominant relative to where Nyx Assassin is going to be after taking 2 hard deaths. I mean, eating the arrow was very, like, it was good, like, it was smart, except nothing at that point could keep Chibi alive. That was, probably could not have gone worse, because they didn't even get the Naga.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nyx Assassin, first rotation, unsuccessful. First Vendetta, unsuccessful. His farm is, like, he died twice now. His farm is a bit lacking behind. Looking at the net worth, he is actually still second highest for Steam, but the difference between... Like, he is 5th highest, but the difference between him and the first 4 is actually quite big. Still not as bad as Medusa is doing, though.
Still not as bad as what Medusa's doing, yeah. And they keep needing to rotate more and more to try to make opportunities in the bottom, or try to at least salvage opportunities in the bottom, and as a result, the map is opening up for the Templar Assassin and the Lifestealer, and the Tricor is, even if this lane weren't going so well, the Tricor is just opening up a lead against the 4P1.
Yep. That's how it goes. We have got the gold graph quite substantially in hands of Mineski. I mean, this big of a gold graph difference, it wasn't even there in the previous game. Apart from when the game was actually already in hands of First Departure later on, but... Yeah, it is now. In the meantime, top lane, might be Hana in some trouble. Frostbite coming in. He tries to run for it. I don't think he can, though. Maybe he can with Pelozon helping out. The Vendetta hits. Impale still hits as well. He will be able to get the Lifestealer back. Perhaps also the Crystal Maiden. Level 6 Crystal Maiden, by the way. So he will be... Oh, nice. Spike Carapace coming out.
What an Impale.
Radiant's middle tower.
He just needs to wait for the right time to bottle for that extra mana to cast something. Or maybe he'll just auto-attack. Yeah, good bottle.
And that is one more hit. The creep's actually blocking. Well, that's the creep's not working for Jay at all. In the meantime, bottom lane looks like we might have a go. Oh no, Josh, no, it's too far away already. Nice ward. Of course it is.
It's enough to just push them away.
Yeah.
So that was really well played by Pelozon, though, that double kill. Like, with the very smart dual impale, the timing the bottle, everything about that was very good.
Yeah. And they need that, too. Otherwise they would get way too far behind, way too fast. Nice telekinesis, stopping the engagement that Mineski is going for. No, they'll still get it, but they don't have an arrow to follow up. It already whiffed earlier. I mean, Mineski also now got a tower down, so they get some extra gold advantage for like everybody of their team. Their supports, I mean, level 5 and level 6. Well, the 2 supports of First Departure are still level 4, and on top of that, having that tower gold and the kill gold, and Jules finding himself Hana. No, Impale will scare him away. He runs back towards the middle lane to continue farming. He actually is going for the drums. 5 heroes now bottom. This is the state that First Departure feels that they need to be in. They need to be finding kills. They find Josh. Teleport out. Will not be in time. That's a kill going for the Elder Titan. Impale misses.
It's great. He's not even level 6 yet on this Naga. I'm surprised he walked in without the ability to Song of the Siren in case things got hairy.
Yeah, close though. The only support that's not level 6 just yet. Telekinesis, Mirana in some trouble. Do they have any form of lockdown? They have enough nuke though. That's enough. J-Force back. If they can take over this bottom lane and take over Mineski 5 on just 5-man Dota, they have the shot back. They have their game back in their hands.
Yeah, they're aware at this point that they have to basically let Lifestealer and another kill.
Nice,
Yeah, like,
and
as
an
long as they
impale.
get 5-man gaming.
Yeah, Soul Subject comes out again. That's gonna be another kill with one more hit. Ooh, stick charges might be enough. There's no mana from Pelozon or no cooldown yet. Looks like Josh will be able to stay alive in the meantime. Lifestealer comes in, open on top on Hana. That's gonna be Elder Titan dropped with Mirana's arrow, stealing the kill though. The arrow was meant for Kai, but Kai dies anyway.
Good rotations from Mineski's 2 cores, not getting too greedy, coming in and helping them out. They ran the risk of like losing a tier 1 tower, but instead they punished Departure's positioning.
Yeah, they didn't even lose the tower. The tower is not even that low to begin with. So the 5-man rotation of Mineski to counter the 5-man rotation of First Departure is successful. We still have Peloton though standing next to a sentry ward, so they can see him. They know he's there. They don't have another sentry up though, but the arrow misses as well.
Well, he knows
knows
that
he is visible, yep.
Yeah. Question is, do they know that he knows that? Which they do.
Hello.
So
Open wounds. That's not where you want to be. Perhaps he can get some help. Nice double impale, actually. They tried to nuke down Jesse Vash. Won't be able to do so, but at least... Oh, Infest out doing some damage. Kai dies. Pelosa's still alive, though.
Visage out of position, frankly.
Another impale coming out, only hitting up on the Mirana. Still, Jules chasing him down with those face boots. Mighty fights. Nice Spike Carapace tries to TP himself out. Will not be able to do so. Melt hits. Hurt.
They tried, the Elder Titan Stomp came a little bit too late to make that work. If actually the Stomp had hit, that would have been very nice.
Lobby. Fighting up against the Mirana, or running from Mirana is not going to happen. The Stomp might be helping out though. Yeah, this one does. TP out? No.
He's still dead.
Oh, Jules. 2-0-3. He is doing very well for himself. He is highest on net worth. The 3 cores of Mineski are so much further ahead than the 3 cores of First Departure.
You see that Dusa death?
I did not see the Dusa death.
They nailed her with Song of the Siren to cancel. She tried to ult out and they just song. And then after the ult and the song expired, Jay just drops the freezing field right on her face. And she just bought Midas and it wasn't delivered yet. So she loses Midas time, she dies again. 0-2 and 5 now for Dusa, which actually doesn't sound that bad, but the problem is she's level 7, Lifestealer is 10, and TA is 11.
Yeah.
And Naga's 3-1 and 4, so Josh is doing just fine on this Naga Siren. Gonna go for Urn of Shadows.
Yep. Naga is still the lowest farmed hero on the map on the side of Mineski though. But the supports of First Departure are still half her net worth. Visage still level 5, Rubik still level 5, no familiars yet, no stealing spells yet. We're 12 minutes in, and it's really needed for them to be able to get things going. And they actually stopped their 5-man rotation as well. Now just back to trying to get as much as they can without dying, which is seeming to be difficult for them.
Yeah. I mean, Mineski feeling very, very comfortable now. They can just go for probably their next couple items on each hero. Jules, it looks like, with the Yasha already, so he's doing very, very well. DD rune for TA is so insane as well. If they see the DD rune, I think First Departure will not even bother starting a fight, because they would just get crushed. Oh, he actually uses it for the push. Okay. Did it just time out? No, it didn't.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
She wants to use a bottle charge for some mana as well. Arrow will whiff, but
fair enough.
They're trying to slow down the push, but with that DD rune, as you said, I mean, this tower is melting. Might not use it for kills, but you know, you can use it for towers. This tower doesn't stand a chance.
No way. Yeah, he gets it.
Oh, and they're gonna go up on the Visage. Can they chase him down? Is there another arrow? There's another arrow. We'll hit up on the Rubik, actually. That's gonna be Lobby dead. Still Kai being chased down. They're not giving that one up just yet. They slow him down with a trap. The melt hit will not be there just yet. There's a nice impale coming up from Pelosa and keeping his Visage safe.
It's so nasty. Poor Rubik. He was out of vision until the arrow just...
Yep. Sniped. Sniped big time.
Crouching Rubik. Hidden food for Mirana.
Well, they don't get a tier 2 tower out of this. I feel like they almost could have forced them. I mean, we're 14 minutes into this game, and we're already 12k gold ahead for Mineski.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. I mean, First Departure, they don't really have a way to win fights right now, so they just have to give up towers, farm Dusa, and hope that the game eventually gets better. Why did he just do... I don't know, whatever. He might just an easy camp creep when the mid camp was right there, and he knows where all of Mineski are. So
we'll never know, will we?
Once again, switching to the unhype mode on this GBX33. I'm just kidding. I still think he's really good. But Jules is doing amazing this game. Yeah, it's 14 minutes in. I mean, this game's not over. Dusa ult is really strong. Like, if they actually get a fight in which they use the ults properly, like, yeah, they can win. They get a kill on, maybe on Jules here? Yeah.
Leap away. Can he actually get there?
On Joven. Maybe not.
Shadow. One more hit needed.
Oh, sick.
Nice
All
move on
right,
Shadow. They're actually going to go back in. In comes the arrow. Will hit. It gets Pelosi, and they're also Naga Simon around there with the song with the Nissan. They can stop the TP from happening if they want to, but they won't. They will. Oh, too late to stop the TP from happening. That was a bit awkward.
Both, but he didn't. He only
I'm
caught
almost thinking like, wait, I'm streaming with delay, aren't I? And Pelosi will still die. Good pickup still. Ownage being called. In the meantime, in the middle lane, we might have Jules in some trouble. He dodges the Earth Splitter, still has a refraction on 6 seconds until he can pop it back up again, and it looks like they give up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not technically over, but they are behind, like, as far as you can be behind, basically. The saving grace is that it's not like they're behind with, like, a ganking team. They're behind with a teamfight team.
True, because Mineski's lineup is built around this momentum. This is the kind of game that they need to be playing, and they're executing it perfectly. First Departure doesn't have anything to say in the matter at all. Apart from just, you know, try to get whatever they can without overextending. Their vision is going to be very important. They don't really have too much of that, but they need to know where Mineski is almost every single moment of this game, because otherwise Medusa won't find any free places to farm.
Yeah, that's the main thing, and Mineski knew exactly what their mission was here with the Tricore, which was to use these 3 aggressive heroes to constrict the map around Duza, and that's exactly what they did. In First Departure are trying to preserve as much control as they can. I think they're doing a good job by countering wards wherever they can, trying to get some vision control even if they're not going to have tower control. There's only so much you can do. It's triage work, basically, because I mean, certainly you have no chance at Roche with the other team having 6 towers, so they put that on Mirana. Interesting choice, actually, but...
Yeah. Well, Templar Assassin has been very safe thus far. Only died, did he actually die? No? 303?
No. And
Jesse Vash did die once, though.
if you're going to play Mirana, too, like, as one of your cores, I actually kind of like this new Lincoln's Mirana, where, like, you don't pretend like the hero's a carry when it's not. You just use it for utility and for arrows.
I agree. I'm fully agreeing. Just be aggressive. No Hand of Midas gaming for Mirana. Just get kills.
For sure. For sure.
You can get a Hand of Midas if it's not possible to get for ganks. Go for ganks. Right. Then I will allow it.
Shiver will give it her blessing.
Yes.
But yeah.
Otherwise,
I think this is good. And the honestly, Lincoln's for TA is going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, arrows being thrown back and forth. Arrows stolen by Rubik, pretty decent. They burn the Aegis. I'm not sure why she leaped forward.
I don't know either.
Oh, ulti turned on. Mirana will die for real this time. Can they actually get someone else? No, they cannot. That's a lot of power used to kill off Mirana. I don't know why she leapt forward. Did she misclick? Because I sometimes do that, and it felt like she just... Oh no, she leaped away to dodge the arrow that came from the Rubik. That's why.
I think so, yeah.
But she leaped forward. Well, that didn't work out as intended.
Nope. Definitely not. Good, nice kill for... I mean, she was 429. I think they probably got a little bit of... yeah, not that much. 300 gold, but... It's something. It's some space for them.
Yeah, and they burned away the Aegis. That's a big deal for First Departure.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Yeah. First Departure also still holding on to their tier 2 towers, which, considering this game is going, is actually pretty decent, because I feel like Mineski could just walk up and try and kill them and try and take them, but they're giving First Departure a bit of space. And that's just all they need. Space to farm up that Medusa, who did go for Hand of Midas, sitting on 1400 gold. What would you suggest as the next item for Medusa after the Hand of Midas?
Huh, in this game, I'm actually not sure. So my usual thing that nobody builds, but I wish they would build on Duza, is Scotty, but I think Lincoln's is probably the right call here. I actually usually think Lincoln's Duza is pretty bad and really overrated, but in this game, Lincoln's is probably needed.
Yeah, and then just go for the damage items later, because they
and then just damage.
Yeah, they need a long game for that to happen, and Mineski is trying their best to make sure that the game is as short as possible by the looks of it.
Mm-hmm. But it's quite hard to just stuff Medusa's face in, because especially when you're going high ground, you're like guaranteed to be looking at her, right? And then Stone Gaze is very potent.
Yeah. So
Medusa's pretty hard to high ground against. Like even that Navi game. So Navi in their first 4 games that they played Medusa won all 4. And Hwust died once across all those games. Then in the Medusa game that they lost recently, they were still almost impossible to high ground. Like they held on for like 25 minutes with no chance to win, but impossible to high ground. So let's not underestimate First Departure's ability to just turtle up and wait for Duza. The question is, even if they do that, is it enough? And that's not clear.
Well, we do have Mineski rotating bottom. They're actually using this Jesse Vash as bait. They smoked up behind him. Everybody apart from the TA who just finished up her Desolator, which is coming by Courier Express. Let's see if the first departure actually wants to try and take a fight if they feel like they are outnumbering their opponent. Right now, I mean, Mirana shows herself, so they're probably aware that there's more people around there, and we're... Oh, no, arrow is gonna miss. TA is gonna try to snipe Nyx Assassin, by the way, from the looks of it. Traps him. Spike Carapace is still gonna be there, and tries to TP himself out. Oh, and snare! Teleport in! Oh, Josh! Savior of the day.
Over your head.
That happened.
Yeah. Nyx Assassin has gotten nothing done, honestly. Even 351 doesn't look that bad, but it's 5 deaths. His net worth is below Naga, so that's that. Lincoln's done. They have a mech, so that's a big deal.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I looked briefly away just to see the extent to which Alliance got outdrafted.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I didn't.
A very great extent.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Crystal back.
There is, yeah.
Okay.
But they also got outdrafted in every
I don't
other
know if
position,
whispering
so-
actually comes through on Dota TV, so people on Dota TV.
Nice, good. They won't be spoiled.
They won't be spoiled. That's good. Well, I mean, they took a tier 2. It's great. But as you said, first departure, their turtle potential. Do you think they could win if they turtle long enough? Like, do they, like, late game, it's 15 minutes in, who's gonna win this?
Well, they can win. They're not guaranteed to lose, but the odds are very low. But they're not zero.
Middle tower
Is all I have to say. Like, if they land a Stone Gaze on the team,
Oh, Crystal Maiden.
and Medusa has a damage item to actually clear the team, even that doesn't win them the game, but 3 times that does. Like, if they win 3 or so big team fights, then yeah, you're gonna see Medusa be pretty scary. But it's the other problem is that they picked this Medusa into a Naga Siren that can, if she has the available song, partially cancel potentially the Duzal, but they get jewels.
They get
that's
jewels.
something. And they
Nice
get
Vendetta.
Deny, which is irrelevant, but it's very nice to kill the TA.
Wow.
The TA that's going Desolator already done, BKB next. Those are good pickups, but BKB won't stop you from the gaze.
The gaze. Nothing will stop you from the gaze.
That's what the Christian right in America thinks anyway.
I don't know that. I don't know that. Well, I'm hopeful for first departure.
Me too. I think they maybe can make something happen, but it's gonna be a long road. But they are making the right items. I mean, Pelosan's going Force Staff. Force Staff, a very critical item for defending, because you can push people up to kill them. You can push your own teammates up if they get in trouble. It's just Force Staff's just the best item in the game in general.
Yeah. We also have got 3.7k gold on a Lifestealer who's not finishing up his Sanjin Yasha yet, which I'm expecting he goes for.
Yeah,
considering he went for that
definitely.
earlier on as well.
Well, here's the thing though, he could be Halberd, and it might actually be better. Like against Duza? I'm not sure.
It could work, actually.
I think Halberd is worth considering because they do have a Tricore, the TA is dealing damage as well.
Yeah, they're not needed to get the movement for
That's also
Lifestealer either.
scary.
What?
When Jules goes and picks up this DD, I feel like they have a very scary approach. And Lifestealer, yeah, he could just make Halberd and then make a Silk Cross, and then between their Desolator on TA and the Halberd on, and the Silk Cross on Lifestealer, suddenly they have an amazing push. So even if Duza lands a Stone Gaze, they can just go up, bait the Stone Gaze, use Song of the Siren, and leave. And 2 things of that will just get them a Rax, even if with very difficult for Departure to do anything about it.
Well, so far I feel like they're giving a lot of space to first departure. I mean, we're at a bit of an impasse, and everything is like everybody's farming up their items. Fair enough, but I feel like Mineski could try to force out something more. And actually, Pelozon is Vendetta up, might be looking to try and take down Jules. His Vendetta is still on very long duration. He doesn't have the backup of the Visage though, who's forced back because of the creep wave.
Yep. I think Mineski are really. I mean, they're doing the right thing. They know that it's difficult to high ground on Dance Dudes. That's why they're not like going all in on the high ground, which would be stupid, which would be a waste of time. They know that there's still a very long time before they really have to fear the Medusa, so they're getting the items that they need to actually be. Oh my god, if that arrow had hit.
That was so close.
Yep. But still, like as long as they just get the push online. I think, still, like I said, FD has like 5% chance, maybe less. I mean, Deuce is farming, but Jules is farming, Jay is farming, and Jesse Bush are farming, so that's the power of the Tricore. rivaled only by Speed Gaming's Power of the Pentacore.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's working or semi-working for Chibix right now. He has got his Lincolns. He is the only one that's actually now able to slightly compete with Mineski, but it's still 3 versus 1.
Yep. Not easy. I mean, Lincoln's alone is not meaningful. He needs more items. And meanwhile, Mineski, I mean, they're just adding more and more stuff on. They've still got the Sange. He's moved into a Basher, so just the ability to potentially lock down the Medusa.
Yeah,
meanwhile, Diffusal for Mirana, so still this utility Mirana, Utilikilt Mirana build.
Yeah, and I can take off one of the Lincoln's charges, right?
Yes, you can certainly burn down Lincolns with the Diffusal. Yep.
Yeah.
Also, if they go for something like Necro later, Diffusal is also the only remaining Necro counter.
Yeah. Well, Nyx Assassin has a 4-staff. He was the solo mid. He's not looking like a solo mid at all. He is lower than, like, he is still higher than his supports, but he is lower than their supports. I'm still worried. And I'm also worried about Mineski not doing anything.
No, it's fine. They're farming, man. They're gonna get BKB on Crystal, and we all know how strong that is.
That is true. And we will have a Roshan up again in a minute or so, so
yeah.
Maybe that's what Mineski is waiting for.
That's the thing, when you control 100% of the map, like...
Yeah, there's no rush.
Yeah, they're really... Even against Medusa, like, I don't know, I don't fault Mineski for slowing it down at all, frankly, because they're just getting vastly more equity out of it.
Yeah, and they're just starving First Party to death right now, when it's working. Slowly but steadily.
It's definitely working. I'm shocked First Departure even has an outer tower. Somebody pinged it and I was like, what? That still exists?
Well, it's not going to exist for much longer because Mirana has set her eyes on it. It does have actually a bit of backup. Jules just casually walking past. Will get impaled. Will there be follow-up? Yes, there will be. Telekinesis coming out as well. Refraction already up, but he turns on a BKB. Should be away from the Earth Slitter. It's going to be fine. Arrow will fly in, but it won't hit anybody. Or, oh my god, Medusa, you just walked yourself right into an arrow. They won't be able to go in on it, but oh my god. Moonlight Shadow. That's gonna be not doing anything. Stomp comes out. First Departure. Are they gonna go in? They still have the R button. Yeah, they use it. But they just use it to back themselves out. Arrow's getting a return, but not hit anything. No desperate leaps away from Mirana this time into enemy claws.
And that's 90 seconds with no gaze. They didn't pull it off.
Yeah,
so they just TP back.
It could be the opening for Mineski. Could also be the opening
at least
for
take the tier 2. Like, the tier 2 is easy now that they know there's no stone gaze opportunity. There's an arrow again. I like these Rubik arrows.
Yeah, me too. Bit of the element of surprise. But they should be able to take the tower. And then go for Roche. Even though Roche could be taken by Lifestealer alone, I think. More arrows. Miss. Okay, they're not gonna go. They don't have the patience to stick around and chip it away.
Yep.
Roche it is.
Roche it is, yeah. I mean, First Departure, remarkably tenacious defense of this tier 2. The last little bit of map control that they have. And Mineski, I mean, even with perfect vision, essentially, of it, they're not quite able to break it. So that's gotta be concerning, and I mean, Roche is probably the ticket they need to be able to push through that.
Nope.
They're still adding items. I mean, BKB's done for Jules by now. Josh has 4 staff. Jay has BKB complete. Yikes.
Yikes indeed.
There's the Chris for Lifestealer. So now they have -13 or -12 armor for towers.
They've got the Aegis, the Assault Cuirass, the BKB for the Crystal Maiden. I'd say they're set. Let's see how they do. They have a margin of error. One thing that is of course very scary, that if they do lose a fight, they're allowing First Departure, or they're opening a window for First Departure to get back into the game. And that's of course something that they don't want to do, so they want to be absolutely sure that they get the fight going for them.
Right.
And perhaps they want to make sure that they pick someone off before they go in.
Right.
But Medusa getting bigger and bigger.
She is. I mean, that's pretty much the narrative of this game. Like, we're just saying the same thing over and over again because nothing has changed in terms of the material conditions of the game. I'm just classifying the new and exciting toys that Mineski are getting, and then one of us comments that, you know,
and the other one
there is a
repeats it in
Medusa.
different
She
sentences.
exists. She has a Yasha.
Yep. She is going for the Manta style. And there's a smoke up for Mineski. Let's see, they're gonna backstab this.
Like, if Mirana hadn't lost Aegis, they probably
Oh,
would
the
have
traps come out. The arrow still hits up on Jashi, actually. That might be just the thing that they need. No, Impale missed. This song will lock everybody in place. And the BKB for the freezing field. Spikecarpus has nothing on the Crystal Maiden. Goose Scepter does, though. She's able to get away. Earth Splitter, the song. It might be a turnaround coming right now. We already have 2 dead. 1 on each side. Jules, not fighting a target anymore. Right now, we'll go on K. That will be a kill. Leap away from Joven. He'll be safe. Arrow will fly back. We'll hit him up on Jibix, actually, so that he cannot chase anybody. Crystal Maiden will still die. It's a 2 for 2. With Pelozon. Might be the 3rd one here.
Oh,
Jules
no,
coming back, and Jules! He's gonna go down for it. Loses the Aegis only, though, but at least gets himself a kill. Makes it a 3-on-3 with an Aegis taken down. Counting as 1 kill.
Timing is still good, though, because Medusa still does nothing auto-attack.
True.
She's only Snake and ult is it.
Well, if they, to be honest, if they had something else that did physical damage at this point, that fight would have been so much in favor of First Departure.
I agree. It's just the draft they didn't have the auto attacker, so I agree with you. It was a total mistake. They could have even had the Dragon Knight that we were talking about instead of the Nyx Assassin, and Dragon Knight mops the hell up. Just go Frost Dragon and kill everybody.
Was the Dragon Knight not bad? No, he wasn't. Yes, he was. I don't know.
No, I don't think he was. I mean, he's not the only choice. Like, there's other people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's Svenduza, like, if you really want to go ham.
That would actually be pretty balls. Yep. Well, they defend their tier 3 tower. Their tier 2 did die, though, in that fight. No surprise there. But, I mean, as you said, they can definitely turtle this. They can extend the game.
Extend, yes. I mean, this is high grounding against a Medusa volume X in a series. Like, it's really, really a huge pain in the ass. And as soon as one of your cores gets nailed by that Stone Gaze, it's like, okay, we'll try again in a few minutes. The thing is, Mineski have all the resources they need. They have great item loadouts. Even their supports have good item loadouts. They have Roshan whenever they want it, because First Departure will probably not contest the next one.
Yeah.
And they have a Nyx Assassin that basically struck out the entire game, and he has purely defensive items. So, this is, by the way, this is one of the reasons why I think Medusa's a really underrated hero. Like, even if you're winning, it's really hard to win against this hero.
I'm still wondering, like, the way that these two teams play, I wouldn't put it past First Departure to still win this based on a mistake that Mineski makes and overextends or something like that, or loses patience.
Medusa has passed Jessie Vosh, so in the race to have a stupid amount of net worth, she's making a decent play at it. But
her hand might have been enough.
Yeah, definitely. Oh no, I think Midas on Deuce is fine. I'm not gonna whine about it like I do for Anti-Mage.
It's true. We do have a Crystal Main hand of Midas and a Lifestealer hand of Midas as well on the other side, though.
Yep. I mean, Mineski are still way ahead. Like, they still have a much better chance.
Yeah. It all comes down to coordination, though. They're gonna try again. No Aegis this time, but they have all rotated to the top lane.
It's hard without Aegis.
Yeah, perhaps they just want to try and force First Departure back in their base, slow Medusa's farming down while still getting some farm of their own on the 2 lanes, but...
Yeah, they have to outplay. To break high ground, they have to play equally well or better.
Yeah, I think the moment that we are gonna think this game is gonna turn itself around is when First Departure starts taking towers, because and it would be quite, to be honest. I mean, they're 30k gold behind. I haven't seen a 30k gold comeback in a long time.
Wow, they are 30k behind. Jesus, that's a lot of gold. But
there's like 3 cores. Yeah, but there's 3 cores with like First Departure. Their total amount of net worth is 44k, right?
Yeah.
Medusa is owning 16 of those.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It is. Actually, that's not even their net worth, right? That's their total earned gold.
That's sort of what I mean.
They've lost some gold. So she's actually more than what you just said. She's more than, like 40%ish of their net worth. Thing is, Duza should probably still go Rapier, though. I think the situation is still desperate enough that she should probably get the Rapier.
The Desperation Rapier.
The Desperate Rapier, yeah.
Yep. Has to come. Well, we'll see, because she does need some damage items. That's for
Butterfly.
Sure. Butterfly it is. Well, I figured by the time that she finishes that one, there's already going to be an MKB up by the other ones.
Quite possibly, yeah. I don't really love the Butterfly choice, frankly, but it is good for, I mean, it'll give the illusions more armor, too.
Yeah.
Well, but we may have the VG may have already cleaned up their series by the time Mineski finishes this game.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm still excited for VG. Team's so good.
Team's so good. You at least won't miss the finals.
So good. They're so handsome. And ROTK is so ROTK.
Yeah, it's a shame that we're not there, hearing the sounds of the team screaming their lungs out.
Just RTK. You can't hear anybody else.
Fnatic is really loud. You cannot
They're
underestimate
loud, but
Fnatic.
I don't think they can. I don't think they can stop the R God. Jules has 4,400, so I'm interested to see what TA makes next as well.
Yeah. We'll be curious to see. Perhaps an MKB. Fun and it rhymes too.
The thing is that Jesse Vosh, I am really scared yet for Mirana. Yeah, and probably for T. T is going Butterfly, but
yeah.
The Lifestealer loadout I really like. I like he can now go Abyssal, and between Abyssal and Halberd, Lifestealer is a one-man like Medusa destroying. Like, if Lifestealer gets time to go on Dusa and actually use this stuff on her, she's just going to be useless. So they're going to have to be critical about actually making sure they get Jesse Vosh down. In the last fight they did, but I don't know if they can dependably do that every fight.
Yeah, the upside is that Jesse Vosh cannot attack when song like the Medusa Stone Gaze is on. Like that is the time where they can try and kill him. That is the time where they
Interestingly enough, where is like shouldn't they get like a pipe or a mech or something on Mineski? Like, with these incredibly rich supports.
Open Wound's already there. Jesse Vash just goes on the tower. Is building Dota right now. Trying to force out perhaps a gaze. Ooh, the familiar son is still there. He's completely out of mana now.
I believe these wealthy supports are getting ideas above their station. They should pick up a frickin' like pipe or something.
Oh.
But this is good. The split push is coming.
Yep, they're going in, or at least slowing down so that maybe the top lane can push, but that doesn't happen either. And that means like the top lane was good split up before first departure as well.
There's a tower. There's a tower. Oh, fortification.
Yep.
This is smart, because Medusa can obviously be only one place at a time, so they're finally using their tricore properly.
Yep. They did take the tier 1 top, tier 3 rather. Take the tower top. It's better. 3 heroes bottom trying to push a bit as well. Medusa is the one that's actually on the bottom lane. She's the only one that can defend 3-on-1. But she is losing the defense. I mean, they're losing by the tower. In the meantime, top lane, Templar Assassin gets bursted down. Perhaps now they can try to go. Moonlight Shadow is there still. Can they go bottom and snare? No, they can't. Backing off. Backing off is never good if you're Medusa. You always want to have that stone gaze going for you.
Exactly. They're getting picked apart just by pure split push, and it's smart. I mean, you are 30k ahead, or almost 40k ahead now, so 34k. So use that to your advantage. Be able to. They take 2 tier 3 towers on that push. Honestly, that's a lot of progress. But there is a difference, which is that you can hit the tier 4 tower, the tier 3 tower from like here, like right on the edge. Whereas to get on the racks, you definitely have to commit. And commitment is what Medusa. she's very monogamous. She wants commitment.
Yeah. Only then is her stone gaze effective.
Exactly.
Well, Roshan
then
is back up.
Then you can be with her forever and ever and ever.
Oh, cute. With Roshan back up, Mineski could just take that because I don't feel that first departure still hasn't got a they don't have a position to contest that for sure.
I mean, we're talking about Naga. Like, unless you get really lucky, how are you going to take Rosh against a team that's 35k gold ahead and has a Naga? You can barely take it against a team that's 35k gold behind and has a Naga.
True. Oh, Vendetta. Can I take down the Nyx or the Life Stealer? The Knights.
No way. Losan has like no items. He's got Blink Force, Ghost Scepter.
really want to do this. He has to be careful though, because he could just get bashed with first hit.
You can't always get what you want.
What's he doing?
I don't know. Scouting.
It's like, guys, come.
Well, the team's coming, actually. Okay. This is actually good. They might get him.
Starting off with the stun. In comes the rage. Stomp. He can TP out.
Yeah, alright. Didn't quite work out.
Didn't quite work out.
They tried. And they pinged the tier 1 tower, which is very optimistic.
Yeah, because with the Aegis there, Mineski can just walk towards mid lane and force the fight. Force the defense.
Yeah. With the defense, yes. Where is that tournament? Are they even doing it?
I would like right now we're heading into a very busy period in terms of lands because we believe that Toby is gonna go to China as well for for the Asia,
Nice
and then
sleep.
there's the G League. Whoa.
Dude, I think
you're dead.
Joven's dead. Yeah.
That's an
They
Aegis burned
wasted
already.
another Aegis. Are you serious?
Well, it's a good thing that he's the one with the Aegis. Impale gets dodged by the leap, though. That's a nice one.
Is it a good thing? I actually think it's not, because even if he dies without the Aegis, then at least you still have it. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter that Mirana dies, you just push once she's up. But losing the Aegis means you don't get that extra, like, ability to... I don't know. I think that was really bad. Really bad. Like, they should be able to win this, but they can't if they do stuff like that.
Well,
Ouch. I mean, TA still has cheese and full manta.
yeah, and there's
butterfly.
a butterfly, and I mean, there's MKBs.
Dude, he
perhaps
slept. He slept, though.
Impales. Can they take him down? Refraction is off.
Yes,
The damage is there.
they
The
can.
telekinesis as well. They will be able to pick up jewels. The song will save her life. Cheese. Oh my god.
Okay,
BKB
here it
turned
comes,
on.
here it comes.
This could be the fight that Mineski needs. They go for everybody. Kai is going to be the one to try and lead them away from the base. It will be successful. In the end, they only take down the Rubik and
Okay, I think they got it.
Visage, but it might be enough. There is no more Stone Gaze. Stomp comes out trying to slow it down, but Jesse Bash already in the back here and trying to take down the rest. Oh, first hit Bash and Chibix.
Bash.
Rex already dead.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Looking for more
has
bashes.
fallen.
Doesn't find them.
Yeah. They're good, I think. The Naga song saved them, because otherwise Jules would have died and this game would have gone another 5 minutes. So they saved us
Radiant's
as
middle
viewers.
tower is under attack.
They
Good
save
job,
us.
good job, Josh.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Arrows
If
biffing.
TA had died without using cheese, I don't know, throw a nerd fit.
Huh? Well, if they indeed take this, which from the looks of it, there's Mega Creep, so that seems to be the case.
Oh yeah.
That means that we're gonna see a 5th game.
Probably. Well, here's the problem, Sheever. Guess which hero defends Mega Creeps better than any other hero besides...
Oh, you mean something like a
Conka.
Medusa? Maybe?
Yeah. Guess who's not gonna GG out of this game? It's first departure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm
It's gonna,
like I
gonna make
don't
the
mind
rapier and
this
just
kind of game, but
turtle.
it's just, you know, it's there are more entertaining Dota games.
Uh-oh, Joven.
Yeah, Joven is in some trouble. He's already dead. He actually is
Has
dead
no
for real.
buyback?
He doesn't have buyback.
I don't... Video games. But they have megas.
And
like-
they have towers, like
Yeah.
2, 3 towers to take down before they can start in the
Yeah.
tier 4s.
They have the tier 1 mid is up, which is really funny to me.
And right now, Chibix has to actually go back to base to defend the Megas, I think. Or are they just gonna go all in? Okay, nice
They
impale
could
here.
go all in. They could go all in. I mean, it's... The game is very hard, and even if they lose Chibi, he can buy back and defend megas.
Yeah, and there's also fortification.
Uh-oh.
In comes the Stone Gaze.
Uh-oh.
It locks in Vash, actually. Impale comes out as well. The arrow flies. Vash will end up dropping, and he does not have buyback. Slowing down from Jay. He's trying to deflect them, but he turns on a BKB right now. In comes the song, looking
TA
for the
backdoor.
freezing field. But he
TA
will go
backdoor.
down before he can do anything else. There we go. That's going to be TA indeed in the base. What?
TA backdoor.
Yep. Impale comes out, perhaps? Or at least they're trying to stop
Without
it.
Chibi, uh-oh. He's taking damage.
Uh-oh.
Got money, though.
Yeah,
He's
it's a
he's got
BKB.
buyback.
He's just going for Kai right
He
now.
can wipe this team, yeah.
Yeah. Or
Without
they
the
can wipe
Dusa.
him.
Where the
There's
hell
4
is
people
Dusa?
here. Dusa is at the secret
Rapier,
shop.
rapier. She's making rapier.
She has it.
Dude. This
Oh
is a
my
game,
god.
actually. This is actually a
Oh
game.
god. This could actually be oh my god, I have to sit up straight. Sorry, cat. I'm waking you up because of that. This could actually be a turnaround. I just said like this kind of
I
game
wouldn't go
might
that
not be
far.
very entertaining, but if he can make that work,
That's
gonna be one of the better
Gold
games.
ahead.
if they can
They're
actually
40,000 gold
they
ahead.
can't win. Nobody can win with a 40k gold deficit.
This would unquestionably be the first professional game, as far as I know, at least in Dota 2, for a team to pull back from 40k if it happens.
Yes.
If it happens, which
Well-
I still don't think it will. But
No, they have to go because Templar Assassin is the only one that he actually still has a buyback ready.
he does have a buyback, and he has travels. So just the potential of TA, they had to use their fortification to defend that last TA thing. Mineski can literally just get buyback. So please get buyback. Do not do again what that lifestealer Mirana did in the last fight, because that was
Radiant's
just
middle
shameful.
tower is
But
under
all
attack.
they need to do is get buyback. Okay, well actually here's the next push, so we'll talk about that in a second. But if they have buyback, they just all go throne. All literally go throne, and there's no way that they can defend really.
Yeah, but
Like look
yeah,
at this, the tier 4 is almost dead.
I was
Like,
gonna
Chibi
say,
can't
'cause-
actually leave the base.
and
Uh-oh,
Kai cannot
Moonlight,
defend it by
Moonlight.
himself. Oh,
Moonlight.
from behind.
This is scary.
This is very scary. No BKB might of
No buyback
Rapture
for
Gaming.
Medusa.
Well, do you want to
And-
have a my
and
buyback if you're buying back
backdoor-
to someone who
backdoor
has?
from Joven.
Oh,
They're
freezing
screwed,
field.
I think.
Yeah, it's gonna do a lot of damage. They will be able to kill off the Crystal Maiden,
Mirana
perhaps
backdoor, it's
Bash as
over.
well. That's gonna be indeed a GG. Mirana. MVP, it is gonna be a 5th game here between First Departure and Mineski. Rapier Gaming not enough to come back from a 40k gold deficit. Who knew? Well,
He shouldn't have left the base, probably. They weren't prepared to.
yeah. We are gonna
They had
see
to-
a 5th game. Well, let's see if First Departure or Mineski is gonna take $10,000 Singaporean dollars for first place. By the way, for people wondering, second place, it's a big difference. It's 3,000 Singaporean dollars, so that's a very top-heavy prize pool for. So both of these two teams will fight to the teeth to get that. We'll be right back with Mineski versus First Departure. I don't think you want to go anywhere, not even to EMS.
No.
So stay.
Nah, this game 5 is going to be interesting.
Yeah, very. Here we go.